Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy TZ here with another MLB The Show 17 video, and today we have a debut game of the 98 Louis Tiant. This guy is an animal, pretty much because of one reason. He's got a knuckleball, and as everyone knows, no one likes to face a knuckleball in MLB The Show. Pretty much the filthiest pitch you can have. I mean, they just dance around. You can't get the PCI on it. Look at that thing. God damn, that thing is just dancing. I really liked using this guy. I've used him a couple times now. It's right there. I try to throw a slider, and he's all over it. I'm trying to kind of mix up my pitches. I don't want him sitting on the knuckleball too much. For those of you that were in my last live stream, I don't think I mixed it up enough with him. My opponent kept getting jammed hits. I was going nuts. It was driving me insane, but he gets a strikeout right there as he's already cruising through this first inning. As you see me throw that, his slider's pretty nice too, I think. Like, it's got some nice sharp break on it, and it only comes in at 80. But when you compare that to his knuckleball, it's like a nice little speed difference right there. And it's got some nice break on it. And then he can throw his fastball. And what makes this guy so good is that fastball comes in at like 90, 91, which is really, really fast for a knuckleballer. But anyway, we're actually the away team in this game. So we went down in the first inning, 1-2-3. So I didn't even show it. And then Freddie Freeman, who's been absolutely on fire for me, pops up to the catcher, and then Hanley rips one to left field. So we're trying to get something going right here. We cannot get on the board right now. We're 5 up, 5 down early, and then I swing at a bad pitch with Bryce, who's also gone ice cold for me. I've been mixing up my lineup, trying to find different things. I'm trying to find who's hot for me right now, who's not. But yeah, Bryce has been ice cold for me. I've been using that new Jacoby Ellsbury card, who I really like. I'm not going to have a debut game for anything just because I'm using him so much in the streams and stuff. If you want to check him out, I've been using him in the streams. He's been going off for me. I really like that Ellsbury card. So he's probably going to be my everyday left fielder, at least until I can get it going with Bryce again. But now Tiant is facing his Bryce Harper, and he's just throwing a filthy knuckleball. If you're facing this guy, I think there's 2 keys. One, you got to be patient just because the knuckleball is so hard to control. Like, you can see those last 2 were probably balls when he swung at them. You got to be patient. And 2, you got to get guys on base and you got to run on them. Because obviously the knuckleball comes in somewhere between 68 and 72 miles an hour. So if you can really, really run on this guy and you kind of force your opponent to kind of, I won't say completely go away from the knuckleball, but they won't be able to throw it as much with runners on base. But anyway, Tiant's getting another 1-2-3 inning as he's coming out of the gates pitching fantastic. He really only hit that one ball hard, and that was the one right to Seager over at second base on a slider that he was sitting on apparently because he drilled that thing. But David Wright is able to get on for us here, and now we're swiping a bag with David Wright. He's in there easily. For whatever reason, I actually used to bat David Wright leadoff a lot. He's really good at stealing bases, I found. I mean, he has 70 speed is pretty good, and he's got 78 stealing, which is good, but for whatever reason, he's just always stealing bases from me. I have no idea what it is. I don't know. I guess he just gets really good jumps for whatever reason. But Tiant right there is going to lay down a bunt. As you know, we're not taking any chances trying to hit with him. He does have 27 speed. I don't remember his hitting stats. I don't remember if they're good or not. They're probably not great. But he walks our cap. That brings up Griffey with the bases juiced and only 1 down. And, you know, Griffey is always clutch for me. So I'm expecting big things right here. And we get one right back up the middle. And this is going to score 2 easily. He's going to third, but 96 speed cap. And he's just deciding that he doesn't want to stop at third. And then what else is new? The tagging animations are broke. So we end up being safe everywhere and scoring 2 runs. And then Dawson is going to come through with a sac fly for us right here. With Griffey, I hit the ball up the middle more than with any other person in the game. I don't know what it is, but Griffey just seems to go back right up the middle. Like those hard ground balls and line drives up the middle all game. I don't understand it, but it works. He's getting on bases, driving and runs, so I'll take it. And then Freddie Freeman, the guy I keep raving about, pops out right there. But we do get 3 runs. And with Tiant on the mound, I'm feeling like 3 runs is pretty good. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the 3-run lead with the way Tiant's dealing. This guy doesn't really seem to have an answer for the knuckleball right now. I don't think he's really hit one hard yet. Like I said, the only hard hit ball was that slider. That one's just nasty. I mean, it is kind of random. Sometimes they'll just kind of hang there. But most of the time, his knuckleball's moving all over the place. And that's another slider that he hits hard. So, you know, right here, I'm trying to mix it up. But he seems completely baffled by the knuckleball. So I don't really want to go away from it too much. You know, like most guys, you know, they'll start sitting on the knuckleball right away. But this guy didn't really seem to make adjustments to hit the knuckleball. So I should have just kept going to it more than I did. But right there, that's another nasty one. Once it breaks in off the plate like that, it's almost impossible to hit. And then I found you could throw high fastballs too with him, because the knuckleball comes in, it comes in high and dips obviously because it's so slow. But that high fastball looks exactly like a knuckleball, and it's really, really tough to pick up, especially because he's throwing decently hard. Like I said, 91 for a knuckleballer. Like I think the Negro only throws like 85, so an extra 6 miles an hour, that was a strike. But it's King Felix up, so again, not worried as he's gonna bloop one. I thought this was gonna fall, but Freddie Freeman is solid at first base, just like always. I'm telling you, I can't talk enough about Freddie Freeman. I had him out of my lineup for so long because I was waiting for him to get back playing in real life so he'd get his inside edge back, because he's always playing up an inside edge. So once that happened, he went right back in there, and he's been killing it. He's been killing it. Go pick yourself up, Freddie Freeman. His price has gone up, I think, since he came back, but still, worth every single stub you can spend on that guy. But Bryce, like I said, ice cold. Ice cold, as that's just a weak pop-up. And now we got David Wright, one down, runner on first, Hanley Ramirez, a little bit of speed on first base. So if we could put something in the gap, we could score him. But he's just going to lace one to right field, doing David Wright things. Just always going to right field with that man. And he's always getting those line drives right in that pretty much the same exact spot. And here, I thought the ball was in front of him, but it wasn't. We probably could have taken extra bags right there, which would have been huge at only one down. But we're not able to capitalize. Corey Seager, however, is looking to drive in some runs right here. Maybe my favorite card in the game, too. Him and Freeman, probably my two favorite live series cards in the game that I've used. I haven't used, actually, Mike Trout, not even in BR or anything, so I can't speak to him. But I have all the NL live series cards, and they're my two favorites by far. And they're not, like, they are expensive, especially Seager's a little more expensive than Freeman, but they're not, like, crazy expensive. So if you're looking for help in those positions, definitely check those guys out. That one is absolutely laced, but I think that's Andre Dawson he has out there, and I decided to test him for some dumb reason, and I am hosed out by a goddamn country mile. My goodness, that was not even close. He was hosed, like, he was halfway down the line when the ball reached the catcher. Like, that wasn't even close. That was insane. Lou Brock up again, top of the lineup. We've cruised right through, pretty handily at this point. And we get a strikeout right there, but then disaster strikes. Tiant is injured. How he got injured, I don't know. I didn't see what it said. It went by really fast because I wasn't expecting it. But he is injured on that pitch. And at this point, I don't think he had given up a hit. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I had held him hitless at this point. But we have to bring in Osuna here. We do have a 3-0 lead, but my bullpen, I think, was a little tired as it was. And I was really trying to get a good quality start out of Tiant, so I didn't have to go to the bullpen this early. But, disaster strikes in MLB The Show when you least expect it. When you least expect it, disaster seems to come. Griffey's trying to get us on the board in the next inning, as I'm going to need to put up some more runs, because I'm not trying to burn my whole goddamn bullpen. But Griffey makes the final out in that inning right there. I'm sorry, that was 2 outs. But I gotta go to Osuna here for like at least 2 innings. I'm thinking in my mind, he's got to give me at least 2. There's no way I could go to him for less than 2 here, or else my bullpen is gonna be toast. Especially because he's coming up soon in the next inning. But Bryce is able to get a single for him, and I almost get one of those stupid things where it gives you control of the left fielder when you're not expecting, and you almost run away. But he got his first hit of the game, but then he hits into an easy double play right there as he hit that ball a little too hard. So we get out of it, still 3-0 lead. We got to add more here. We're going into the top of the 6th. He's still got King Felix in. And Freddie Freeman, I'm telling you, he's just always getting on the board. You couldn't hold him down the whole game. You could not hold this man down the entire game as he shoots one against the shift for a single right there. Now with 1 down, Hanley's up, and he rips one down the line. We're thinking about going 2, but we don't, even though we probably could have made it in. I didn't want to test him right there. I already got hosed out once in this game. Lou Brock does have a weak arm, but, better safe than sorry with some really good hitters coming up. Bryce Harper's trying to do something, and he finally delivers right there. So now we got the bases juiced for David Wright. The bases are juiced for David Wright. We're trying to just extend this lead and end this game right here, and he plunks me. And now I'm thinking I got to go to the pen because Osuna's up soon. So I'm going to my bullpen right here. I got some guys warming up, and he is out. So we get the rage quit in this video. I know it wasn't the Tiant debut everyone would have hoped for, But I'm sorry about that. I've been using them in my live stream, so make sure to check those out. Check out my pack opening I just posted, and I will have a team update video out soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I am out. Peace.